First impression, that's what matters. You need the smell of fresh flowers and hot bread, and the sound of soothing music.
Shall I put a cassette on?
Yes, I see you're building a cassette mountain.
Sorry, I said I'd clear up my things.
Yes, you said it 9 3/4 hours ago. When I married you, I thought you were rather untidy. I was wrong. You're completely untidy. I'll put this in the oven. They'll be here in 8 minutes. Good luck.
What do you think?
I knew you could do it. Just put the flowers in a vase.
Okay.
Nick!
What? Ah. The damp patch. It's coming back to me now. I have to ring the builder and get him round. Today. Well, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
What are you going to do? Dry it with a towel?
I'll think of something.
Hello, you're Mr. and Mrs. Lockwood?
That's right, I'm Nancy. This is Ralph.
I'm Madeline Scott. Come in.
Something smells delicious.
Really? Good. Go through the living room.
Oh, this is nice, Ralph.
This is Nick.
Hello. Who's the musician?
Nick is. This is his music. He spends all day sitting at the keyboard, don't you?
That's right. I relax by standing up.
It says here that this room is 20 feet long. Do you mind?
Please.
If you don't mind my asking, why are you selling?
Oh, we want to move to the country.
Oh, I love the country too. But Ralph has a teaching post at London University, so we have to find a place in the city. What are the people downstairs like?
They're delightful. He writes books. She teaches yoga. They go sailing at weekends.
Are they quiet? That's the relevant question.
Their kitchen is being rebuilt at the moment.
I loathe builders. I always do all of my own construction work. If I do it, it's done right. 6.1 meters in feet and inches, that's 20 feet.
Would you like to see the other rooms?
Oh, yes. I hope they're all as nice as this.
I'll stay here, if you don't mind.
Oh, no problem. You relax. Well, my first impression is very good. What do you think, Ralph?
I never trust my first impression. What was the price again?
£78,000. Only.
Yes. Let me think about it for a minute.
You're always thinking, Ralph. Why don't you just go with your feelings for once? I really love this place.
Aha.
You're right. It's damp. I apologize. We were hiding it from you. We didn't want that to be your first impression.
So, what's the price now?
We've had an estimate from the builder for £250. We could reduce the price by that.
£250. He's obviously a second-rate builder. A decent builder would charge twice that amount. Let's not play games.
I'm sure we can reach a compromise.
I'm dealing with this, thank you.
Excuse me. You said you did all your building work yourself.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes, maybe, but my time is expensive.
You mean you'll have to pay yourself to do the job?
A reduction of £250 will be fine.
Well, now that I think about it, we'll accept a reduction of 250.
That's what I just said, Ralph.
So, you agree with me then?
The decision is made. I always trust my first impression.
Please, have these.
Thank you.
We don't need them anymore. And maybe you'd like some bread. I'm no good at begging. I'm too proud.
You don't have to mention money at all. Just ask him for help.
Must I? Why can't you ask him for help?
Because he's helped me enough. He's spoilt me for the last 30 years. Come on, do it for us.
All right.
Could you do something about your tie? It's strangling you.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
Nick. My goodness, you look smart. I didn't know buying clothes was one of your hobbies.
Maddie bought them, actually.
I knew it. Well, come in.
Is Mummy here?
What a question. Saturday is shopping day. Mind you, every day is shopping day for her mother. Shall I make her some coffee?
No, I'll make some coffee. You can show Nick round the garden.
I didn't know Nick was interested in gardening.
Oh, I am. Now that we're going to move to the country.
Ah. You'll love living in the country. We do. We've been here a year now. We'd never go back to the city. What sort of garden are you going to have?
Well, a garden with, flowers and trees. That's a beautiful oak tree. I love oak trees.
Yes, that's a chestnut tree. The oak tree's over there.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it's a wonderful garden. It's magical.
Magical. Well, that's a good word. Can I tell the gardener you said that? He is a magician, you're right. He comes here, performs his magic, and the garden looks like this. So how's business?
Oh, business is fine. I'm writing the score for a film.
Congratulations.
It's only a television film, but it's work.
That's what counts. I haven't missed a day's work in the last 10 years. I'm a born worker, Nick.
Yes, I know.
My working day lasts from 8 in the morning till 10 at night.
I admire you.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're mad. I should retire, but I have to keep my wife in the style to which she's accustomed. Thank goodness people are still buying carpets.
What sort of carpets are people buying these days?
Ones that cover the floor.
Really?
Oh, come on, Nick. I know my own daughter. She sent us out here for a reason. What's on your mind?
Well, the thing is, I was wondering if you could give Maddie and me some help.
What sort of help?
Well, Maddie says you've always been very helpful. And we really need some help. Some practical help.
I'll give you all the help I can.
Thank you.
Moving house is a nightmare. I'll help with the garden and the decorating, and my wife will help choose the furniture. She's brilliant at that. All you have to do is, Buy the house.
Right?
You know, for one dreadful moment, I thought you were going to ask me for money.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Claire.
Just put it in the hall, Jim.
My wife buys more furniture than food.
Coffee's ready.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Harris.
Do you have something for Jim, darling?
Hold on. Can you lend me a fiver, Nick?
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Well, what happened?
He's given us some help.
He gave you money? There and then?
No. He gave me these. I love oak trees.
Rose Cottage.
Sounds nice. What does it look like?
It looks like our dream house in the country.
It does, doesn't it? Rose Cottage is set in the heart of the countryside, in the peaceful village of Melford. It's a shame we can't afford it.
Well, go on then.
What?
Get to work. Earn some money.
All right.
Well, start composing.
I am composing. I compose with my brain.
Well, compose faster. Finish your film score, then write another. Then maybe we can buy Rose Cottage.
I don't work as hard as you. Is that what you're saying?
I'll see you later.
You're in advertising. You have fun.
Advertising's a business. I work all the time.
So do I. I stop for a bowl of soup at lunchtime.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually work through lunch. It's the clients who pay our wages, Lucy. We can't keep them waiting. You're an angel. When would you like to meet? Monday's fine. 9 o'clock? I'll see you then.
Good morning, Madeline. How's the Dutch butter account?
Lucy and Ray are working on it as we speak.
Excellent. There's something that I want to discuss with you. Are you free for lunch today?
Yes.
What sort of thing do you like eating?
Food. Any food.
Splendid. I'll make the decision then. I'll see you at La Coupole at 1 o'clock.
Fine.
Hello. Hi. Yes, I was working, as a matter of fact. Really?
Yes, at La Coupole in Frith Street. That's the place where we went with my parents.
Didn't you tell him you were too busy? I thought you worked through lunch.
I do. It's a working lunch. Rex is the chairman of the company. He wants to talk business.
Why can't he talk business in the office?
Because he...
I must go, Nick. Someone's here for a meeting.
Working lunch. I'll believe that when I see it.
So, you've decided to move to the country, have you? Excellent decision.
We've lived in the country for 20 years. It suits us perfectly. My wife loves riding. I like fishing. And the children adore running around and climbing trees. Have you ever done any fishing?
No. So, what business do you want to discuss?
Lunch is more important than business. Red or white?
Red, please.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what is the soup of the day?
It's a French onion soup, sir.
I'll have that then.
Very good. And to follow?
The bill, please.
There is a minimum charge of £5.95, sir.
Right. I'll have the soup then.
Excuse me?
I'll have the soup, followed by the soup. I'm saving up to buy a house.
My wife's not interested in cars at all. I said to her, what would you rather have, an Audi or a BMW? You know what she said? A horse. An extraordinary woman.
I'm sure.
Well, that's enough about me. I want to ask you something. What's your husband like? He's a composer, isn't he? Is he a sensitive genius?
Yes, he is. Listen, Rex, this is a working lunch, isn't it? I love eating and drinking and gossiping.
But you love working most of all, fair enough. Maddie, you're someone whose abilities I admire. You've made great progress at the agency, and I don't want you joining one of our rivals. So I've decided to promote you to Senior Account Executive, with a salary increase of £15,000 a year.
Waiter! Champagne! For everybody.
I can't believe it. We've actually moved to the country. I feel like a different person. Suddenly I want to do things with my hands.
Could you open this bottle, man?
I want to grow things. Why don't we knock down that shed and put up a greenhouse instead? Then we can turn the house into a shop. We can sell homegrown fruit and vegetables. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful, Nick? I can't live in the country and work in advertising.
Let's have a drink.
We can't stay here and drink.
Why not?
If you live in the country, you go to the pub. Come on, let's meet the locals.
Will they have New Zealand Chardonnay in the pub?
Forget Chardonnay. That's what we drank in London. This is our new life, Nick. Country people drink beer. Come on.
Right then.
Good evening. It's been a lovely day.
It certainly has. Do you live around here?
Yes, I've lived here all my life. My family's farmed here for generations. And you?
We've just moved into Rose Cottage.
Really? My great-grandfather built Rose Cottage.
Did he? Oh, we're grateful to him. Let me buy you a drink.
Well, thank you very much. A pint of Middleton's, please.
Is that the best local beer?
If I were you, I wouldn't drink anything else. I don't.
So, that's 2 pints of Middleton's. And, ooh, I'll have a glass of... 3 pints of Middleton's, please.
Are all the locals as friendly as you?
Bill's a local. He's friendly.
I do my best.
You grew up here too. That's a real local accent.
That's an Australian accent, surely.
That's right. I'm from Sydney. Came to England for a holiday. I fell in love with the countryside, decided to stay.
But you've lived here a long time.
Oh, yes. Nearly 3 years.
9 o'clock. If you want to meet more locals, you won't have long to wait.
You work late in the country.
Evening, Bill. Evening, Lee.
Samantha,
Where's Nigel?
He's parking the car.
2 glasses of Chardonnay.
Please.
Evening, everyone. Been looking forward to this moment since I got on the train. If I ran the railways, I'll make sure they always arrived on time. You mustn't keep an Englishman waiting for his drink.
Not this Englishman, anyway.
If I may say so, you look very familiar. Do you work up in London?
Yes, I work for an advertising agency in Regent Street.
I thought so. I run the travel company next door to your office.
It's a small world, isn't it?
I'm Nigel. This is my wife, Samantha. She works in the stock exchange.
I'm Madeline, and this is Nick.
Hello.
We've just moved into Rose Cottage.
Have you? We moved here a year ago. Oh, you'll love the locals. You better. You can't get away from them.
We can all commute to London together.
Yes. All the locals meet on the train to London.
That's nice.
Come and join us.
Mm-mm. You seem to be the only real countryman here.
True.
You work on the family farm, do you?
Yeah. Although I'm starting as soon as I can, I'm going to college.
Agricultural college?
Not likely. I'm going to study information technology.
In London?
Yeah. Can't wait to get to the big city. Cheers.
Cheers.
You know what I love about living in the country? You don't need an alarm clock. The birds wake you up. And the cows. They're nature's alarm clock.
Yeah.
You didn't put in the tea bag, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll have some tea on the train. What's the matter with you these days?
I've been getting up too early.
No, you've been going to bed too late. Country people go to bed as soon as it gets dark.
Really? Is it dark yet?
Ah, morning, Maddie.
I'm so sorry. I've been sitting on a train outside Paddington Station for half an hour. There was a signal box failure.
Don't worry, we've been looking at the poster campaign. Ray, would you like to say anything about it?
Well, great advertising speaks for itself.
Well, Thank you, Ray. Lucy?
According to the market research, as many as 7 out of 10 consumers buy Dutch butter simply because it's Dutch. That's why we created Attie. She's friendly, she's appealing, and she's very, very Dutch.
So what happens in the television commercial? She's a cartoon cow, is she?
That's right. She dances in a field to proper cow music. It's like a Hollywood musical.
What does that mean? Cow music?
Relaxed and gentle and charming, like Attie.
We've been trying to find the right composer, but they're all useless. I don't think anyone's ever seen a cow.
Maddie's husband's a composer. And he's seen a cow. You live next door to them, don't you?
Can he write something by the end of the day? We've wasted so much time.
We don't want to make him panic.
Oh, Nick won't panic. He's very relaxed.
Hi. Could you say that again?
Relaxed cow music. For a Dutch cow to dance to. By 6 o'clock. Well, how much time do you need? It's only 30 seconds long. Do it for me. Do it for Holland. You're an angel. I'll see you later.
Shut up! I'm trying to work.
This is supposed to be a road.
And it's 2:17 on Monday afternoon. Hope you're having a nice day. I am, and that's because you're with me. Traffic news. There are roadworks on the eastbound section of the M40 near the High Wycombe turnoff. You can expect delays of up to an hour if you're on your way to London by car.
This is goodbye.
What time is the next train to London, please?
The next train is due in 7 minutes.
Oh, great.
However, I'm afraid it's been cancelled.
Well, when's the train after that?
Normally, that would be the 319, but as you may know, between the 1st of September and the 31st of December, the 319 does not run on Mondays, Wednesdays.
I have to get to the centre of London by 6 o'clock.
Then may I suggest you catch the 3:15 coach? That gets there at 5:57.
And where does that leave from?
Melford.
I've just come from Melford. I live in Melford.
Then you won't need directions, sir.
Maddie?
I'm biased. Lucy?
I thought it was excellent. What did you think, Ray?
He's been sitting there for 10 minutes, not saying a word. That's because he knows. Great music speaks for itself.
No, that's because he's been living in the country for 6 months. He's completely relaxed. There's no stress in the country. Isn't that right, Nick?
Mm.
Look at you. You're a real man of the soil now. You're gardening on a Saturday evening.
It has to be done.
We always went out on Saturdays when we lived in London. Parties, dinners, films, plays, concerts.
True.
We never had any time to ourselves. So let's not go out tonight.
All right. There's nowhere to go, anyway. I'll just carry on.
And I'll cook a meal. And we'll talk to each other.
Great. What about?
What did we talk about when we lived in London?
Well, all the parties and dinners and films we've been to.
Perhaps someone's inviting us to dinner tonight.
Go on. Hurry up.
That was Lucy from work. You know she's been looking for a flat?
Yes.
Well, she was talking to an estate agent this morning, and he said he'd found the perfect place for her.
Great.
When she got to the flat, she realised she'd been there before. So she told the owners that it looked familiar, and they said maybe she knew the couple who'd lived there before them. He was a composer, and she worked in advertising.
She's buying our old flat.
Not necessarily. She said she'd tell me on Monday if she was going to make an offer.
We could buy back our old flat. Wouldn't that be extraordinary?
It would. But we don't want to move back to London.
No.
We like living in the country.
Yeah?
We like the quiet. And the loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
And the wide open spaces. And the fact that there's nothing to do on a Saturday night.
That's right.
Shall I ring them? We could be there in 2 hours.
Oh, yes. Please.
What are you doing?
I was looking for my keys. I forgot. We don't live here anymore.
We've only lived here a year, but we've done a lot of work. Painting, plastering, rewiring. The previous owners said they'd improve the place, but their standards weren't as high as mine.
Hello, nice
Hello.
to see you again. It's Nick and Maddie, remember? They're the previous owners, Ralph.
Oh.
You were saying?
Nothing. Well, I don't need to tell you where everything is.
Mind if I look at your bookshelves?
Go right ahead. I wrote a few of them myself. I could get you a discount.
So, you want to come back home, do you?
Maybe, yes. Mind you, the price has shot up since we sold it to you.
Well, I did lay a new carpet in here.
Did you?
You did not.
I know I did something to this carpet in the last year.
You vacuumed it once. So, you didn't like it in the country?
We got fed up with the wide open spaces. We want to move back to London.
I'd love some wide open spaces.
Well, I can assure you the place has been improved beyond all recognition.
I recognize this.
The damp. I guess I didn't get around to fixing it. I've been very busy with my books.
And I've been very busy cooking his meals and washing his shirts.
What was the price again?
85,000. But we'd accept 84,950.
We're interested. But we haven't sold our house in the country yet. Perhaps you'd be interested in that?
Oh, yes, that would be wonderful.
Oh, it wouldn't, Nancy. My work keeps me in London all week.
You could rent a room in London during the week and go to the house at weekends. Sorry. I'm being bossy. It's none of my business.
No, that's a great idea, Ralph. You'll love being on your own in London. I'll love being on my own in the country. Where is your house exactly?
Let's not move too fast. Who'll cook my meals? Who'll do my laundry?
That's what I love about London. It has the best restaurants in the world. And the best laundrettes.
Let's talk this over in private.
Yes, let's. Don't go away.
You've sold them our house, and they haven't even seen it.
It's just an idea.
You're a real businesswoman, aren't you?
Thank you. Are we doing the right thing? Look at it.
I know. There isn't a single wide open space. Just buildings. Buildings. Buildings.
It's absolutely wonderful, isn't it?
Yes.